So this is a beginning level exercise to unwind and overcome shoulder injuries. It's also very good for elbow and wrist problems as well. So it's meant to be done very gently. It's to affect the rib cage, especially the expansion of the rib cage at the back of the rib cage. Usually people are more tighter down the whole left side of the back, especially into the lower back. This is worthwhile doing on both sides, but you'll probably find it feels tighter on the left side. But if you feel like it's the right side that feels tight for you, go to town as well. So we do, the first part is the wrist alternations. So my arms are in this kind of position where they're gently just pushing into the ground with the palms facing upwards, or at the moment they're facing towards me. I don't want my shoulders to be up like this at all. I don't want them pulled down either. There's a gentle push forward, just really gentle, which will make the back, make it really obvious. It makes the back round, around the shoulder blades, it rounds out. So it's called a protracted position of the shoulder blade. It gets the serratus muscles, the lats engaged, the correct muscles for shoulder activation to engage, okay? And then allows the ribs to actually concave, become more of a rounded surface for the shoulder blade to move. Don't underestimate this exercise for how effective it is for helping you unwind the shoulder problem. So we're sitting on the heels, then we're leaning forward. So your forearms are parallel to each other that way. You may find, if you find this position uncomfortable, you can sit a pillow underneath your knees. So you're kind of sitting back on the pillow a little bit. A lot of people find that useful for their knees. And then all I'm doing to start with, so I'm letting my back be rounded. I'm not up with the shoulders, I'm not pulling them down. I'm not sunk in like this. I've got a gentle push away through my elbows. So it creates that roundness around my back. And my head, my eyes are looking down here. I'm not down like this. I'm not kinking my head this way. So it's just a neutral neck position. Then all I start doing is one hand turns over, other one turns up. And if you do this really slowly, so my elbows aren't moving at all. If you do it really slowly, you'll notice that the body starts to move. So my torso starts to move. So the palm turning up, the torso kind of shifts a bit over this way. So my right hand is up, so the body sort of goes to the right a little bit. I feel a bit heavier in my right knee. Then I go really, really slowly, just letting the body do what it wants to do. And it feels like it wants to draw more onto the left side. So a little bit heavier left knee. There's more sort of body movement going to the left. What I'm not doing is just doing this with my body at all. We're letting the actual motion of the arm do the job. Really slowly, just feeling into your body. And we do 10 of these. Just feeling this out first. I'm breathing in and out through my nose is really important. Tongue on the roof of the mouth. So the tighter side, so say for example my left side, when I breathe, feels like my ribs are a bit tighter. It's a bit harder to make the expansion on the left. I slowly turn over this way. So my left palm is up, right palm's down. Keeping that little bit of a pressure. And I'm just going to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Can be also out through the mouth, but in through the nose. And just notice how it's wanting to expand the left side of the rib cage. So we'll just feel that. And then from here, keeping that pressure through that left side, left knee a bit heavier. I just extend that arm out. Doesn't have to be all the way out, just a little bit more. And what it'll do, it'll make the pressure, like there's more pressure wants to go into the left side, the left knee, the left arm. And I still have this push, so I haven't sunk here. And I keep the breathing going. And I'll do about 5 breaths there. Slide that back in. You can either come up, have a rest, or we can change the other side here. Do the breathing. And then sliding that arm out. Just comfortable, don't want any pain. Doesn't have to be fully extended, but you feel the body wants to roll more onto the right side as I do this. I do the breathing again. And 5 breaths. I'm going to come up, have a rest. Walk around if you need to, or just hang out here, let the blood pressure normalise. You might feel a little bit dizzy if you do, doing things very slow. 1 set is adequate. 2 sets can give you a bit more, so you can do 1 more set. This is very good to do as a warm-up before you do any of your either training or your rehab exercises for your shoulder. All the best with your recovery.